Welcome, NACSMA members. This is a continuation of our series of interviews with contact center professionals. Welcome, Stefan Paskel.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me, Stephen.
Stefan, our conversation today focuses on agent turnover. Can you give us your insights on agent turnover within a contact center environment?
Yeah, I love to, right? This is a big one. Sometimes when you think about why do agents leave, and it's one of those, it can be complex sort of things because there's lots of reasons for it. A lot of times you think about it in terms of the immediate supervisor, and that's a big one. That's a big one because leadership plays a big role in whether or not people are happy. But very often it's a case of people not seeing an opportunity for advancement, especially in a bigger call center. Perhaps that idea of can I really make advancements in my career is very often the key. When that answer is no internally, that's very often what leads to turnover.
So you're talking about career planning, career pathing for an agent that is a driver of turnover for agents in contact centers. Is that correct?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So with that being, a point, the importance of mitigating agent turnover is it becomes a financial conversation, and so that's why it matters. Is that your insight, or is there additional items that I'm missing?
No, that's a big one, right? Because again, it's a lot of it's around people, but we're about business is about the mind as well. And for some contact centers, it's very common for turnover to be in excess of 80%. And you think about all that goes into just hiring somebody, the training, the amount of time that goes into it. And then if you lose them and that cycle continues on, the impact to the bottom line is incredible, not to mention the impact to the customers that we're trying to service.
So that being the case, job satisfaction and then subsequently agent turnover becomes in a financial cost scenario. So how do we improve job satisfaction for these agents to not impact our bottom line, our ROI?
Yeah. And I think this is one of those things where I think a better description is it sometimes seems complicated, but it's not that complex because in this particular case, it's get our agents what they need to be successful themselves and get our agents what they need to be able to successfully help our customers. So if it's technology, getting our agents what they need to appropriately handle the calls in a quick and efficient manner. And then the other part of it, the tools that we provide them. It's great when you're working with somebody and then you're able to help them in a contact center, in a call center. You get that sense of accomplishment. But if you're on the other end and you can't help them and you're dealing with frustrated customers all the time that feel that you're not providing value, that takes a toll. So if we can get our agents what they need to be successful in their job and then place them with the tools that it allows them to effectively service and provide wonderful support to the customers, then that's a wonderful recipe for retaining our talent.
So what you're saying is every organization needs a retention strategy that's actually documented. What departments would you see contributing to that strategy, as well as what do you see that their input would be based on the department that they're coming from to provide input into the strategy?
Yeah, and I know lots of different organizations are structured differently, but again, if you have a robust human resources department and training department, they're going to play a huge role. Getting the training appropriate from the beginning, because there's nothing better than feeling like you're empowered and you know what you're doing. That just gives you confidence, gives you that sense that you can tackle any problem that's coming your way. Very often, our HR partners can help with the career pathing, right? Making sure that it's not only the initial salary, the initial wage, but what's that career path look like for our folks? Are we intentional about it? Can they see a clear path forward? And then there's the not often thought about the technology piece, right? Making sure we have the right technology in place. Those things that don't require a lot of thought, those disclosures that can just be boring and monotonous to have to read, but may be required in every call. Is there a way that we can automate that? So our agents don't have to do that. Other things that we might need from an authentication perspective, are there things we might be able to use technology for so that when our customer actually gets to our agent can focus on handling their needs in the most, not just polite and efficient manner, but in a way that can actually solve it. If we can do that, that's definitely a strong part of any good retention strategy.
Well, Stefan, this has been a great conversation. I'm so excited to hear how organizations can focus on improving job satisfaction, which then becomes a impactor to financial organizations internally positively, and then also then subsequently reducing turnover rate to have a better ROI for the clients and better customer satisfaction rates. This has been a great conversation. Thank you so much, Stefan. The members, if they'd like to go to the North American Customer Service Management Association.com website and see more information, more conversations that Stefan has had, please take that opportunity. Stefan, thank you so much today.
Thank you for having me back, Stephen.